Hello, GODS411. This is Jim, and I am the page administrator for, well, I'm not, I guess, the page administrator. I help run GODS411. I'm the one that answers all your questions, and my wife is the one that does all the videos. So I just wanted to come on, and I titled this for all of those that don't believe in God. So like the agnostic, atheist, what have you. So I wanted to tell you a conversation that I had, and we're growing. So we're starting to attract uh, people that don't believe in God. And this is somebody that came and they um, started to bash us, kind of attack us. Let's say attack us in our site. So okay, so here's what happened: is I loaded a Matt Cruz video, and if you guys have seen Matt Cruz, he is very energetic, a lot of energy. He believes in healings. He's healed through God people. And so this gentleman, I'm assuming it's a gentleman because I watched one of his videos, comes on and he made a comment. Okay, and this is the first one we've had, so I knew it was coming. Okay, so this is the first one that we've had. He comes on, and I wish I would have saved it. Okay, but I didn't. I actually had to ban him because he kind of came on again and again. It's like, okay, this is getting out of control, and just stopped his comments. So he comes on and he says, "Stop spreading this fairy tale." You know, he said to Matt, stop spreading this fairy tale. Our species would be much more ahead of itself if it wasn't for you people. Okay, so I always hate when people use the word you people, because it's kind of separates a group of people and says, oh, you're bad, right? So I wrote him back, and I was very kind, and I said, how is Matt's freedom of speech? Oh, I have some people saying, I still believe in God, Chula. Yeah, I do too. I do too. But this is where the people, okay, that don't. Okay, so I came and I was very nice, and I said, how is Matt freedom of speech um, stopping the progression of our species? And so it's kind of like the same thing. They throw around, people that don't believe in God's, like agnostics, atheists, they all throw around three things. And these are these three arguments. Okay. So they believe, first of all, in like evolution. Okay. And here's the problem I have. So if you're a person that's watching this that doesn't believe in God and falls in one of the categories, I would love to have like an honest conversation. The problem is I asked this guy, can we have, I'd really love to have a conversation with you, genuine, but he would never answer my questions. I don't know if he wasn't brave enough to answer my questions, or he didn't have an answer for my questions. So first of all, he throws in evolution. And here's my problem with evolution. I mean, and I'm willing to listen to anything. I respect everybody's beliefs. I expect everything. What does it say? Hey, God's one present to hear with all. Thank you, Victor. I will listen to anybody's beliefs. So, okay, here's my problem with evolution. I don't know about you guys, but this is my problem with evolution, is that, so they say like this little protozoa formed into another protozoa that formed into a blob, and this is the whole universe. Okay, evolution, right? So I guess the species, right? So formed into a blob. Thanks, Renault. I think it's S Renault. Thank you. She said thanks. Formed into like a blob that formed into a fish, and then the fish formed into a thing with legs, and the thing of legs formed into this, and then it turned into a monkey, and then we have humans, right? Okay, so that's kind of the evolution, right? And that's what he was pushing. So this is my problem with evolution. Okay, and I don't know about you guys, but if evolution is true, why? And you can go back to the time of Jesus. Evolution is how come we have not evolved? I mean, so if evolution is true, how come humans, our species, have not evolved in 2,000 years? How come I don't have wings? I mean, how come I can't go in the ocean, have gills and swim? I mean, how come I can't fly? I mean, how come I can't run as fast as a dog? Why are we species as humans not evolving? And as to me, in the last 2,000 years, and I told him that we haven't evolved. I don't buy that. So you have to answer, if you don't believe in God, and you're an atheist and agnostic, you've got to answer that for me. Why have we not evolved? Why hasn't a cow have 6 legs? Or why doesn't a cow fly? Or why don't birds swim? I mean, we've got to keep evolving. Otherwise, your theory is no good. Okay, so that's my problem with that. The other one that they always use is like the Big Bang Theory. There's no intelligent designer. Okay, so here's my thing for that, and this is what I don't get. So here's a book. Okay, it's a great book. If I look at it, it's got a back cover, it's got a front cover, it's got pages, it's got chapters, it's got sentences, it has photographs, and the photographs go with what the author is talking about, right? So if there's a Big Bang Theory, like boom, the earth just boom, it was a big bang and everything existed, or everything just came into place, and there's no intelligent designer. Okay, so I look at this book. So I would ask you, the people that don't believe in God, okay, and the Big Bang thing, right? Did this book was the book just laying there, and then the words just fell from the heavens, and the pictures fell from the heavens, and it just naturally just placed everything perfectly in this book? Did it just happen, just fall from the sky? So this is what I don't get. So obvious, the question is no. I mean, that's just anybody who has, if you're being honest, no, of course, there was an intelligent person that put this book together. They put the pictures together, they put the words together, it made sense, they put a cover on it, back cover. So they will say that this book has an intelligent designer, an intelligent person that made this book. But our amazing universe, right, that is, if our earth goes a couple inches towards the sun, we burn up. It's perfectly placed. It's perfectly on an axis that's not spinning perfectly, and the moon is just, everything is perfectly placed. There's no intelligent designer that did that. This has an intelligent designer. This book that I can burn, throw away, rip in half, whatever, this has an intelligent designer. But the world, the earth, the creation, the universe doesn't have an intelligent designer. Okay, you guys have to answer that for me, okay? Because I don't get how this could have an intelligent designer, but our world, our creation, the heavens, the planets, the stars, I mean, doesn't have an intelligent designer. Okay, that's my other thing. The other thing is, and this is what I found. Okay, so I was talking to them more, and they acknowledge Jesus. Okay, so they believe in Jesus. And I think, honestly, they're a little afraid of, not afraid, but there's a respect. It's like, they don't, God, it seems like God, they have a problem with, but Jesus was a tangible person that they can prove lived 2,000 years ago. I mean, the Bible has tons of evidence. I mean, if you're honestly honest with yourself and you do your homework and you do all that stuff, there is overwhelming evidence that the Bible and the facts and existed. And if you guys want to check it out, The Case for Christ, I mean, is an awesome movie. Really quick, this guy, Lee Strobel, was like, did not believe in God, hated God. His wife became a Christian, and he hated religion. He hated everything. He was, I think, a really New York news reporter, very intelligent, didn't believe. And he went out to prove Christianity wrong. And in doing so, in his journey, and he did it openly and honestly. That's what a good reporter does. A good reporter looks at everything honestly. They don't have an opinion yet, because you take all the facts in and then you extrapolate your evidence or what you're going to do. He did this, and he came up with overwhelming evidence that the Bible was true, Jesus was true, and he actually became a good Christian, and now he's just an amazing person. So this is a really cool video if you ever want to watch a video about that. So anyways, all you guys that don't believe in Jesus, I mean, here's a guy that was just like you, that he looked at all the facts with an open mind, didn't have anything, no preconceived concept. So, they're a little bit scared, not scared of Jesus, but um, they have a respect for Jesus, but they don't believe that he was just a good prophet. He wasn't, incarnate God. He wasn't the son of man, the son of God at the same time. He was just a good prophet. So then you have to answer, if you're going to do that, you really need to answer, was he a liar, a lunatic, or Lord? Because for some guy to go on a cross that said that he could die for the sins of the world and he could take away your sins by going and dying, he was either crazy dude, right? A crazy man, or he was a liar and he was just lying, right? Or he really was Lord. I mean, there's three options that you got to choose. So you guys that don't believe in God, which one was he? A lunatic, crazy man? Was he a liar? He was lying the whole time. He was a liar. Everything he said was a lie, because everything he said from the beginning of his ministry to the end of the ministry when he went on the cross all pointed to the cross, right? So was a liar, or was he Lord? So you got to answer that. And I think that's about all that he said. He, and some suggestion, and I'll wrap this up, guys. If you're going to come on, and I didn't, it's like, I don't go to their websites, I don't go to their pages and tell them how ridiculous they are, how infantile they are, and I think they come here and I don't understand. It's kind of like, why spend your time doing something that you don't believe in? I mean, if I don't believe in Satanism, I don't go to satanics websites and try to convince them about Christianity. I mean, I respect you guys, I respect your beliefs. If you want to engage in a conversation, absolutely, I will. But come into it with an honest, open heart, because it's like every time I asked him a question, he wouldn't answer my question. He just brought up another question, and he just told me again, you people are so ridiculous in your thinking, and it's so. This is what I also think. So I was talking to my wife, and I'll wrap it up, okay? I'll stop going off. So I was talking to Kim, my wife, and I said, why do you think they do that? Because obviously when you're born, everybody, you're born new. It's just like the Jews when you're born. I mean, the Jews and the Hitler, the young German babies and children didn't grow up hating the Jews. They were taught by their parents and culture to hate the Jews. And you see old films of Hitler and the SS and them marching, and you see the Jews. You see the Jews going to the camps and their places where the Germans put them, and you see these videos of these little children yelling at these Jews and the hatred. And it's like, they were not born like that. They were taught to hate. We're taught to hate something. So I think these people that don't believe in God, I mean, every person is born with a spirit in them. And I think why they hate God, I bet you if you asked them, if they were to be honest with me, be honest, I don't care. Something happened in their life where God let him down, the church let him down, a Christian let him down, a person let him down. Something happened that in their life where God, they're burned. They got burned by the church badly. So it's kind of like Satan. Satan can't attack God. He has to attack his children. So, obviously these people that hate God, don't believe he exists, they weren't taught that. They learned that. They picked up that belief in their life sometime. So when did they pick up that belief? So I think, and I bet if they were to be honest, somewhere along their life, again, they got burned, and they can't get mad at God because God doesn't exist, but they can attack the people that do believe in God, because it's the next best thing. I can't attack God. I can't tell him he's stupid because I don't believe he exists, but I'm angry at him and I have a problem with him because I got burned by him. So I'm going to go to all the people that believe in him and tell them they're ridiculous. Anyways, that's what I've got for you today. Okay. Sorry to go on. I just wanted to tell you guys that. I thought it was pretty funny. And if there's anybody, then agnostic, atheist, you don't believe in God, I would love to have a conversation with you, but honest. I don't want to be, don't come into my site and come popping off on me, popping in my house. Yeah, let's have an honest conversation. Be honest with me, and I will be honest with you. Okay. I mean, that's what two people, I respect you, you respect me. Anyways, this is Jim with GODS411. I'll be back a little bit later on when I have another thought. Subscribe to our website. We like a lot of cool videos that people are just loving, just help you on your day, encourage you. Give me your feedback on this video. Give me your comments. I would love to hear it. And I will catch you all guys later. Okay. Bye.